Yo, what's up, my Cliffasaurs? Welcome to another video. It's your boy Cliffasaur, and I'm here today to chat to you about some shit. I'm trying not to annoy my neighbors. It's like literally right next door. They can hear me. They can hear me speaking. So, I'm trying to keep it low key, trying to keep it chill so I don't freak them out. I've been really thinking about some things lately about life and dating and love for us INFJs. I found that it's quite easy for INFJs to really get into a state of people pleasing, getting into a state of being someone that we're not, because we're social chameleons by nature. We adapt to our environment. We kind of match people's energy. We match the way people are. So to tap into our FI and to really own who we are as INFJs, every core key quality that we have becomes difficult. Why is that the case? Because we naturally find that being ourselves is quite the challenge. And I challenge myself every day to tap into the FI. Sometimes I'm really jealous of people that have FI. They just naturally do it. And in return, they end up attracting people more because of that. Does it get further than us? No, not necessarily. Just because an FI user is kind of chill and laid back, it doesn't mean they can get any further than somebody who is people pleasing. So how do we get there? How do we get to a place where we are fully ourselves? We can tap into our FE. We're creating harmony in the environment, and that's very much needed. And if you ask an FI user, that's very much admired by them. That's very much a lot of them actually envy proper use of FE. Now, why do we learn the MBTI? Why is it that we learn the MBTI? It's because we learn about what our true nature is. We learn about who we actually are as people. And then we work on what needs to be worked on. I have found that the more that I work on my social skills, the more that I interact with people, the more that I spend time with people, the more that I learn about people, the easier and more competent I am when it comes to getting to know people and having people in my life. It's stressful, but everything that you learn is going to have to go through pain. There is going to be pain no matter what it is that you want to learn. The whole point of learning something is to get better at it so that you can eventually be good at it. I'm stating the obvious here. So what we really have to do is work on putting ourselves out there. And this is up to you. This is your decision. Think about all the times that you've been alone at home and wishing that you had more people in your life, wishing that you had more friends, wishing you had more plans, wishing you had people to ask you to go out and do something. I'm in a point in my life where I have to actively screen things out of my life because I'm just overwhelmed by the amount of requests. Okay, I'm overwhelmed by the amount of people that are in my life that are waiting on me for something. And I have to actively decide, okay, is this person worth my investment or no? I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you the facts. And I'm sure there's way more people that have way more problems than that. They probably have hundreds of people they have to work through. Famous people that are wealthy, they have to work through so many people. They have to screen them all the time. And you have to quickly screen through them because you can't waste your time. You can't be wasting your time talking and getting to know everybody. Okay? It's because I've worked on it. I've worked on getting to know people. I've worked on getting to have conversations with people, knowing how to set up a meetup, going out for a thing, and not taking anything personally when people don't want to go or can't go. You don't know what their mental state is. You don't know what their emotional state is. If they can't go, just don't take it personally. Just be like, okay, wait some time and try again later if you really care. If you don't care, then don't try again. It's very simple. And all these things you learn by trial and error. You just try things and see what happens. You try things and see what happens. And if you actively want to learn what's going on socially, you have to write it down, journal. If you don't, then just remember in your head. You will remember these things. And the more you go through them, the more pain it's going to be. The faster you try to get through it, the more pain you're going to have in a faster amount of time. But you're going to be learning, and you're going to be learning faster. Tell me what is going to be easier or more difficult. Is it staying in your house, wishing that you had the social life that you wanted, or going out and going through a little bit of pain to have people in your life constantly asking you to go out, hang out, and you don't spend a significant amount of time alone crying about your life? Okay, it's much more painful to wish, and unfortunately, that's most of people. That's most of life right now. I would beg you, okay? I beg and plead of you to take control of your life and take control of your social life. Take control of becoming more extroverted, for lack of a better term. And in all honesty, I'm starting to believe that extroversion and introversion isn't real. It's a spectrum, and you either work on it or you don't. Sure, you lean towards introversion, but I'm feeling very, very extroverted in this point in my life. So I'm starting to think that maybe introversion is not real. That sure, we're on a spectrum, but the spectrum moves. Okay, for introversion and extroversion, that's the one that moves the most. And you can tell when somebody is highly extroverted and is very sociable. They're in these situations all the time, and the more you have that part of your life, okay, the more that you are going out and meeting people, the more you can see in other people what kind of person they are. It just happens naturally. You just start to read people way better. As an INFJ, the more social you get, the more you read people better. It's insane. It's like a superpower. Okay. Anyway, INFJs, go out, go meet some friends, have some fun. That's what it's all about, is having fun. People are trying to help you. Negative social feedback is there to push you to become better, to have a better life. Okay.